This is Nick Bellafato, and I'm here at B Street Boxing talking to Ricardo Pinell, who will be appearing on the undercard of IBF Super Flyweight Champion Bruno Escalante to take place this Friday at the Fox Theater in Redwood City, California. How you doing, Ricardo?
Doing good, man. Just getting done with the training session.
Good, good. Hey, Ricardo, tell me, for people that don't know you, how and why did you get started in boxing?
I mean, growing up, I always liked to fight, but as many people may not know, I've only have 5 years under my belt as boxing experience. And the way I got into it was my cousin made the move from San Francisco to San Mateo. And my godson was about 6, 7 years old at the time, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna take my son to the gym. You should come check it out. So I came with him one time, I signed up, and I never stopped coming. I never stopped coming. I fell in love with it, and I'm here now.
You're training under former world title challenger Eddie Croft. I know you told me how you got down here. You just kind of, how's the chemistry between you two?
It's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing. You know, God put him in my path, and I in his path. When I first came down here, I had no idea of his accolades or what he's been through as a trainer and as a fighter. So, you know, I was completely oblivious to the fact who Eddie Croft was, but like I said, it's completely a blessing.
You know, the knockout is the most appealing aspect in boxing, and you're laying opponents out. From the outside looking in, they seem to come because you're quite relaxed in the ring, and it looks like you see things pretty well. Is that a fair assessment, or what's your take on that matter?
Yeah, I believe that's something me and Eddie always worked on. He never wants me to go out there and push anything, you know, just stay relaxed, box, use my jab, work my head movement, and if when the shot's open, take it. You know, one thing he emphasizes a lot, if you make a miss, make them pay, and so far it's been working.
Speaking of being relaxed, you seem totally calm beyond your years as a boxer. Where does that come from, or is that your demeanor in most things?
I guess that's another blessing. You know, I've always had a pretty calm demeanor to myself, and it just carried on into the ring.
Eddie's your trainer and manager. Do you have a promoter, or are you under any promotion?
Eddie takes care of all of the the phone calls and setting up matches and stuff like that. But yeah, Eddie's my trainer and my manager. So whatever we get, we get.
Now, assuming you move up to the next level and opportunities to perform on bigger stages, is there a plan in place to get you there, or?
I mean, I confide 100% in Eddie and whatever direction he wants to go. So for now, we just, grind out these fights. I mean, last year we fought about 6, 7 fights. So just keep grinding until opportunity comes and we'll take it.
You don't have a named opponent for this fight, but you mentioned a possibility. Do you know?
Yeah, from what I was told, it was possibly a Saul Benitez. But as far as I'm concerned, just got to stay ready for whoever steps into the ring.
Do you know anything about Saul Benitez?
Not much.
Okay. How's training for this fight? And who have you been sparring with? Because I noticed you've had pictures and you mentioned sparring with Gilbert Melendez, but...
Yeah, training's been going well, man, just really well. My strength conditioning training, my boxing training, the road work, the dieting, everything's falling in place. We've been getting a lot of sparring over there at World Class Boxing in 16th and Mission with the likes of Kareem Mayfield, some of the other amateur guys they have there, other amateur guys from around the area, San Jose, Dreamland Boxing, and a lot of the guys in here too. They might not have as much experience, but I get to work on certain things, and it's part of the game too.
And I did mention Gilbert Melendez, and for people who don't know who he is or was the former UFC, I believe, lightweight champion. So that would be, and he's got great boxing skills. So that would be a great guy to spar. Like I said, we talked about knockouts being an appealing aspect, and you got 6 wins and 5 of those KOs. But a couple fights back, you were on the other end of that. You got stopped and dropped and stopped yourself.
Yeah.
That sometimes happens. But most importantly, what did you come away with from a learning perspective?
From that, coming into the training, into the fight, I kind of took a little lack in my weight. The fight was scheduled for 154, but I was a little casual. I wasn't on top of it the way I should have. So come day of the weigh-in, I was doing excessive work to lose the extra pounds to make the weight, and I feel that psychologically had an effect on me. But from that, you can't base what's happened in the past fights to the present fight. You know, each moment you gotta take from now, and that's something that I took away from that fight.
What is it that you're working on now to become a more well-rounded fighter, or where are you at in terms of development?
Just staying dedicated and committed to the jab. Like when I do throw it, it works great for me, but I tend to, you know, get away from it at times. So just staying disciplined with that jab, beating my opponents into submission with the jab, and that opens up everything else.
And like I said, I mean, you're laying opponents out, and you may have opportunities to advance in the sport. Where do you see yourself in maybe the next couple of years?
Next couple of years, just continue to, from here on out, just continue to grind. Hopefully fight another top prospect in the area or in the nation, and go from there, you know, possibly be fighting for one of these little titles and get on ESPN fight nights first and then Showtime, and then be fighting for the bigger stage.
Well, we're on the stage Friday night in Redwood City. Don Shargan Productions, he's a Hall of Fame promoter, so there'll be a few people out there. What should we expect from you in the ring this Friday night?
Just another great performance, you know, just all this hard work and dedication will be on display come Friday night. So, you know, don't get out of your seats when I'm on the ring.
That's a fair assessment. I'm going to be watching. Good luck, and we'll see you Friday night. Thanks for your time.
All right.